Now, we've all looked at someone and thought to ourselves that that person has an ego. And it's an incredibly negative thing in our eyes. It's something which you cannot be redeemed from. Some of the things that we think when we're told that someone has an ego is that they're cocky, they're arrogant, they don't like listening to other people, they're greedy, like self-absorbed, all that type of stuff. Now today, what I'm going to do, I'm actually shockingly going to be defending quite a few of these aspects. And I'm going to explain why to you guys. Now, I'm not asking you to be a horrible person or be nasty, but I'm saying that people with egos can actually go quite far in life, given that they do the right things. Now, to get into it, having an ego is about not being a pushover. Now, look, in my life, I've seen so many good guys like walk around. They don't want to offend or disturb anyone. They just let people walk all over them. And I think that is a massive problem. The reason being is because if you let people walk over you, that just shows how much you value yourself. If someone gets on the wrong side of you, you need to let them know. You got to let them know that they've angered you. You can't just let them keep making the same mistake and doing the same stuff to other people. And secondly, is that being a nice or a good guy, you just end up with less. You're used to receiving less. So that's what you'll kind of get across your life. In essence, if you have an ego, it means that you won't settle for bad treatment. You won't settle for less. So when people start like treating you badly, you let them know. You give them that confrontation. And what I mean is not always violent, but it's by standing up to yourself. You get that self-respect. You start to look at yourself in a different way, a way where you actually think, wow, I'm actually worth more than people are treating me at this given moment. You have to be open about how you feel, especially if something upsets you. This will just save you money, time, and potentially investing in bad relationships. Also, having an ego helps remind you of your best self. We all go through bad patches in life. It might be losing a family member to an illness. It might be going bankrupt. It might be something that my friend was going through recently, where it turned out his girlfriend of around 8 years was sending a guy like explicit messages and nudes of herself for around 10 months. There's things that will really impact you and strip you down to your core. And the thing is with having an ego is that it's remembering all those past accomplishments, all those past glories, and remembering fundamentally that if you can do it once, you can do it again. So whatever negativity is happening at the moment, you can easily bypass that. You can easily get through it. And when you know you've got this greatness within you, you can easily get your head in the game when you need to. If there are hardships, you won't feel sorry for yourself. I did actually touch upon this earlier on in the video, but having an ego actually makes it easier to achieve certain goals. If there's one thing that I noticed about egotistical people, is that they've got a lot of pride. They care about what people think of them. But more importantly though, there's a sense of pride that happens from being able to get certain things and also being able to have certain things. It's not so much having or getting the thing which really is the big factor here, but it's the person that they become on this journey, the competitive spirit that they show when they're on their way to gain their goal. It's the pride that comes from the fact that you've been able to do something that not a lot of people want to or will even be able to do. And it's just pride of being able to separate themselves from the pack. I personally love the fact I've learned skills, I've had experiences in my life where so many people wish that they could go through the exact same things, but they just don't have the bravery to go for it. They don't have the courage yet. Most people don't have the courage to do it because they'd rather be comfortable. They'd rather watch someone else do it on their phone and then almost imagine themselves doing it, but then that's just a fantasy, and that's just really sad in my opinion. And that's not what I'm about. I'm someone that actively loves doing things that scare me. I love having a conversation with a stranger in a coffee shop, or having a difficult conversation with my manager about my current job. I love those situations where you're forced to challenge the way that you look at yourself, because that gives you meaning. That makes you feel alive. It gives you purpose. And if you're not doing these things, you're actively limiting yourself. You're not reaching to your potential. You're not grasping these opportunities that are around you. So yeah, having an ego, it's definitely a good thing, like a healthy ego, like a sense of pride and self-belief. Like when you walk into a room, you might know that you're not the smartest, the most attractive, you might not have the most amount of money, but when people see you walk in with your chin held high, they're going to be thinking like, wow, I want whatever this guy is drinking. And that's a very powerful thing. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't seen my last video, you can click right here. We've got so much more content on the way. So like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys very soon. Take care.